Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Sauce. I'm uploading 2 videos the night before because we got Sunday day games. I hate doing that because it doesn't give me a chance to really look at the line movement. Who knows what this line's going to do overnight? I hate doing it, but I gotta. The first tip-off's at 1 p.m. I'm not going to have time to wake up and upload. So, without further ado, in this video, Game 7, Celtics Bucks. Let's go.
Welcome to The Sauce. The Sauce. Hey, get the sauce.
All right, obviously we got Milwaukee on the road in Boston for Game 7. Like I said, early public is definitely on Milwaukee. Over 70% of the bets on the Bucks, but money's pretty even, so there are a lot of sharps out there that like the Celtics. 52% of the money on Boston. This is as of 6 p.m. earlier this evening. And yeah, everything stays the same for the rest of the night. Here we are, it's around 11:30 p.m. Still public heavy on Milwaukee. Money's about dead even. Still looking at Boston -5. Look, we've just watched 6 consecutive basketball games between these two teams. Do you really need me to go through the different sets they run? We all know. We know the lineups. We know their second units. We know what the matchup's going to look like. So how about I just give you a few of my notes from Game 6 and we'll move right along to the pick. It'll be a shorter video. All right, we'll start with Boston in Game 6. 3-point shooting finally shows up. And if you rewind back to the beginning of the series when I was first making videos, I said Boston would win this series easily. All they had to do was not turn the ball over and shoot. Obviously, that take was wrong because I had no idea that Boston would get this cold from outside. But we see in Game 6, the 3-ball showed up for the Celtics, and it came from the 3 stars too. Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum combined for 16 of 31 from 3 in Game 6. Specifically, Tatum snapped off in the last 5 or 6 minutes of the game to really put the nail in the coffin, because if you remember, the Bucks were threatening with a little bit of a comeback. Jayson Tatum was like, nah. Now, on the Bucks side, Giannis, absolutely unstoppable. I think he had like 44 points and 20 rebounds or some crazy shit. Specifically, in the first quarter, he could not be stopped. In the fourth quarter, Boston was basically just, I'm stealing the announcer's words here, building a wall, not giving Giannis any space to enter the paint at all. And we saw what happened. The Bucks were really missing Chris Middleton out there. Giannis kept going in, realizing there was no space, and then looking around, I mean, nobody on this team gave Giannis any offensive help besides Pat Connaughton off the bench, who I think went 6 for 9, if I'm not mistaken. So besides Pat Connaughton, no one had a good offensive game for Milwaukee. So is Jrue Holiday going to show up and give us an offensive game, take some of the pressure off Giannis like he did in Game 5? Dude, all these games are mixing together. So Jrue Holiday, we know he can play offense. He can shoot a little bit from outside. He can get to the basket. He can score in the interior. The question is he going to show up? He's a little bit of a streaky offensive player. So let's just skip right to the pick here. I'm going to be honest. At this point, there is no doubt in my mind that I think the Boston Celtics are the better basketball team without Chris Middleton in the lineup for Milwaukee. I've come to that conclusion. The problem is that 5-point line. But I'm looking, and all 3 Boston victories, the point differential in those games, 23 points, 8 points, and 13 points. So none of their wins have come by less than 5. So here's the verdict. I'm not betting with my brain here. I'm betting with my heart. The Boston Celtics have made me so much money this year. I'm not going to fade them in Game 7. Give me Boston -5. I'm going with the C's. Beantown. Let's go, Tatum. Show me some of that fourth quarter magic from Game 6. Final ticket posted on KyleKirms.com and the Sauce Network app. I'm posting the NBA picks up pretty early, probably 10:30, 11 a.m. because of the early start times. All sports will be posted staggered at different times depending on the start time. Also, if there's any crazy last minute changes, injury updates, money shift, line movement, anything like that, and that's important because I'm uploading this the night before. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook, mainly Twitter, but I do usually screenshot it and put it on my Instagram, Facebook also. Check out one of those 3 platforms before you place your bets. Here we go. We got Saturday. We got 2 Game 7s. This is going to be electric. Let's get it. Let's bring in some money on this lovely Saturday. I'll talk to you on Twitter.